Hello, hi, something a little bit different today. So recently I had the chance to receive a lovely package from Thrustmaster, who sent me over their POTOS Flight 1 stick kit, which includes the flight stick and the throttle as well as their rudder pedals. And they kind of tasked me with doing a little bit of a challenge, let's say, and this time it was in Microsoft Flight Sim. So basically not too long ago the Top Gun Maverick free DLC just recently came out, and there's a number of challenges in there, and it was up to me to potentially complete, or at least not make a complete show of myself. So yeah, in case you're wondering, this is the POTOS flight stick. I'll be trying a little bit of B-roll in as well. So for you that don't know, it's really cool for it's mostly for flight sim games or just flying games. There's the joystick and the throttle and a whole host of buttons for so many different features that just make the immersion a little bit more. And despite not being the biggest flying game aficionado, I really enjoy the option to dive a little bit in deeper, whether it is with peripherals like this or steering wheels, or show my age now, light guns, stuff like that. Always sort of added immersion, and I always loved the opportunity to add immersion to a game and just add it to that next level. So when I was thinking about the flight sim challenges with Top Gun Maverick, I was thinking of how could I also add a little bit of extra immersion just for a little bit of fun, because to be perfectly honest, no matter how much I use the sticks, I knew I wouldn't become a master in any way. So instead I was like, let's make it a little bit more fun. So yeah, let's see how I got on. So yeah, one of the things you can see right away is it just adds so much more to it. It's very hard. I think one of the biggest things about VR is how immersive it feels, and not really, coming through properly on a flat screen. But let me tell you, it is one of those things that you kind of need to experience. And then on top of that, you're not just holding the controller or using the mouse and keyboard here. I'm using the flight stick, and it is just that extra level of stunning that I don't think I've had a more fulfilling feeling than playing this. And the challenges, as you see right now, is just fly close to the ground. I'm not doing particularly well or anything, but even getting that thrill of getting close enough to the ground where you're scoring some points, it's just so much fun. So after a couple of rounds of flying close to the ground, I decided to really ramp up the challenge and the tension and the scares, I guess, in a weird way. And I tried to tackle the landing strip challenge. This wasn't just your standard everyday big airport, big long landing strip. This is in the sea, as you know, Top Gun Maverick. You gotta have those skills to do it. And it was interesting. It was interesting. I failed. I failed a lot. I lost track of many times I failed. I got close, and maybe not so close. But let me tell you, when it happened, It didn't. Yeah, let's be honest. It didn't look great, but I landed it, and that's the main thing. That's it. That is a challenge. That is it. I have done it. I am a maverick. I am a Top Gun. But yeah, no, in all honesty, the Top Gun Maverick challenges add such a fun element to the Microsoft Flight Sim. And thanks to Thrustmaster with the HOTAS stick and the rudders, I was able to just get that extra layer of not only immersion but control. I think that's one of the major things that's really hard to get across in this is despite my failures, I felt like I was more in control using this stick and the joystick, the throttle and the rudders more than I would have with a controller, and especially more than with a mouse and keyboard. And a game like Microsoft Flight Sim is just one of the most unbelievably impressive technical feats in video gaming, but also just awe-inspiring in its visuals and how it makes you feel being in a plane and looking down over a city that you know well or you may not know, and just seeing it in a weirdly realistic way that um I won't forget anytime soon. But you know, me being me, I decided to do one last little challenge of my own. And if you know anything about me, or you know, gamers in general, some of us love our Halo. So yeah, I had to land a Pelican in New York because that's what you do when you're in a Pelican and in New York. And well, let me just show you how it went. Nailed it. I nailed it, right? Yeah. Well, look, I'll take that as a win. John Halo would land it just as well. You've seen him do it himself. But yeah, that's kind of my little fun challenge with the HOTAS flight kit. Thanks so much to Thrustmaster to allowing me the opportunity to be able to honestly have an immersive experience that I don't think I've ever had before. Like obviously VR adds the extra element, but you know, having a flight stick while playing a flight game in a game that looks like Microsoft Flight Sim does it's quite one of those things you need to experience yourself to truly believe how I don't want to be hyperbolic, but kind of how awe-inspiring it all is together. And yeah, like it's what's one of the coolest things as well I never mentioned about the flight stick is the throttle and the joystick itself is detachable. There is a wire connecting the two, but you can have it in a way that's sort of a lot more comfortable, and that's pretty important to, I would say, when it comes to playing Microsoft Flight Sim with the, you know, the longer flights and stuff like that. But yeah, once again, I'm just really thankful to Thrustmaster to give me an experience that I wasn't expecting, right? Like when I was going to jump in and do these few challenges and try out the joystick and the thruster and the rudders, I was thinking this would be a cool thing. It'll be a lot of fun getting to play a game and experience it in a way I haven't before. But what actually ended up happening was something that I just want to tell people about. Having a VR headset on with the flight stick and the throttle, and just seeing what I saw and played what I played. It was a special experience, I will say. So yeah, thanks again. And also thanks for sticking it through my ramblings of me trying not to weep uncontrollably how cool everything was. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Take care.